Today we want to show you how to bake bread, homemade bread. I've watched a lot of video myself, but they haven't had time to do it, and the other reason is also because I created my channel probably about 13 years or so ago, and I haven't had chance to do anything with it. But so my son here, so he's been bugging me to let us revive the channel so that we can show people how to do things. Part of that is also because we decided to start, baking our own food or any food that we generally buy from the store. The advantage of doing that is that when you do your own cooking in the house or you bake your own food, you get to control what goes in it. So you can control the amount of salt that you put in it. If you don't eat salt, you don't put salt. If you don't eat sugar, you don't put sugar. Whatever you don't eat, you don't put. So that is the idea behind it. So now back to the reason why we're here today. We want to show you how to bake bread. We did a trial run a couple of days ago, and it came out really nice. We actually did it in the air fryer. So, and today I ordered some baking pan from Amazon. It's four of them. So we're actually gonna use the oven to do the baking today. So my son, like I said, I've been trying to get him to. He wants to start doing things in the on YouTube, and also because they've been home for the past couple of months. So I'm trying to encourage him to do something rather than spending time on games or internet or tablets. So this is actually a good opportunity for you to involve kids in the kitchen to cook with you, to do some things with you around the house. So for me now going forward, we're going to be doing reviewing of items that we use on a daily basis that I think can help people, and also a whole bunch of other things that we think can benefit.
So we have 7 cups of flour, 3 cups of water, and 2 tablespoons of yeast, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and 2 tablespoons of salt.
Okay, just to recap what he was telling us, in this bowl we have 7 cups of flour. The flour that we're using is King Arthur all-purpose flour, unbleached. I got it from Walmart. I'm gonna put the link below. And also we have olive oil. You can use any oil that you want. So any oil is acceptable as far as I know, but I choose to use olive oil. So this is 2 tablespoons of yeast. Again, I bought it from Amazon. I'm also gonna put the links. For salt, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of salt. Actually, the recipe that we're using says to use 3 tablespoons of salt. This is actually the advantage of doing your own cooking at home. So this is 2 tablespoons of salt that I'm gonna use, and like I said, this is 3 cups of water. So we're gonna mix everything together, and then I'll let you know as we go along everything that we need, and we have everything ready. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the water in the bowl. So that is 3 cups of water, and then we're gonna put the yeast in it. So and then we're going to mix the yeast. Make sure you mix the yeast together first until everything dissolves in the water. So this is very important to follow this instruction, otherwise you're gonna end up with something that you don't like. So put everything like that. So all right, so now that the yeast has mixed, so we're gonna put the flour, This is 7 cups of flour, so I'm gonna put everything. Okay, and then we're gonna put the olive oil. And then we're gonna put the salt. Remember, this is 2 tablespoons of salt. You can put more or less if you want. We choose to use 2 tablespoons, and we just mix everything together. If you follow the instruction exactly as we're doing it, it's gonna come out very nice. There's no reason not to. And once you do this one time, you're going to love, you know, baking bread will not be as scary as you think it is. The dough onto the board. So we're gonna start the process of we are kneading it to make sure everything is mixed together. Again, you can do it however you want, but I think it's the recipe said to you do it for about 8 minutes. Okay, you can do it too. So do yourself a favor, get this from I got this from Amazon, so you can, it's easier to just scrape the dough because it's gonna be sticking to your board. So every now and then you put a little flour to make it stick together more. It's been 8 minutes, so the dough is all mixed together. Everything is in one piece. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer it to the bowl, and we're gonna let it rest for an hour. That's very important, to let the dough rise, and the yeast will do what it's supposed to do. It's all the way down here now, so in about an hour it should be somewhere close to here, and then we'll continue the process. We put the dough in the bowl, so we're going to see how well it has risen. Whoa, you see that? Yes. So we did a good job, and the dough did what it's supposed to do. So now we're going to scoop out the dough, and then we continue the process of shaping it. Start putting a little bit of flour. You can help me with the flour. Just keep sprinkling with the flour on it. So as we're shaping it, we're going to keep put flour on it. So we keep shaping it. Well, here's the part that I want to let you know. At this point, some people will choose to just put it in the oven, put it in the pan, and start baking. But some people would put it back in the bowl after shaping it for some time. Some people will choose to put it back in the bowl to let it rise again. And I think we are going to do that. We're going to put it back in the bowl to let it rise again, to let it rise one more time. And I think it has done that. So, and at this point we're going to scoop it out. So my plan is to divide this into 4 equal parts because I have 4 pan, and so you can see it's really nice and fluffy with good texture. So so Tony, you bring the pan here. So I'm gonna put a little bit more flour. I'll put a little bit more flour. Put it down. Okay. Okay. This is coming out very nice. We have some butter here, so we're gonna do to avoid the dough sticking to the pan. We're gonna melt the butter a little bit, and then we're gonna apply it into the pan. So you can put this in the microwave to melt 30 seconds. While he's doing that, I'm gonna continue to shape the dough. So you can see it's really fluffy and it's not sticking to my hand anymore. I'm gonna divide this into 4 equal parts. He's gonna be putting butter in the pan before we put it in the pan. And okay, I may not be able to do it evenly, but at least I'll try my best. So this is the first half, and this one more half, and then this other half, and then I'm gonna put each half on the side, and it depends on the size of the pan that you have. So you can shape it however you want, or just make sure you work with the pan that you have so it's not going to be too big for the pan that you have. We've shaped our dough into 4 equal parts, and I put it in the pan, and the pan are already pre-buttered, so that way the bread will not be sticking to the pan. So I'm making 4 loaves, and I don't want them to be too big. I would have chose to put everything in just 2. So I want them to have room to rise again. So now that we have the flour and the dough in the pan, we're gonna cover it for like maybe 10-15 minutes to give it some time to rest one more time and maybe raising again. And then at this point, while we're doing this, we're going to turn on the oven to 400 degrees. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and then we'll then put this in the oven and let them bake for 40 minutes. But we'll be checking it as we go along. So that's what we're gonna do now. So we let it sit a little bit, about 15 minutes or so, and then the oven is ready to go. It's at 400 degrees. So we're gonna put it in the oven now and let it bake for about 40 minutes. That's one. That's two. The third one. And the fourth one. It's very hot, so we're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes or so. While it's resting, we're gonna put butter on it very nicely. And careful, it's hot. Careful. Okay, so right here. So just put the butter on the brown area, and then we'll cut it and have a bite. Our plan is to bake at least every 2 weeks, and as we go along with this, we'll perfect any mistake that we made along the way. But as you can see now, it's very simple to make. You just follow the process, and you know, it will come out very nice. You can see the inside. It's very fluffy. You know, this is how bread should look, and this is the top of it. And it came out really nice. I don't see why you should not be doing your own bread at home. Bread came out really nice. We cut a slice each to test, and I'm using Kerry Gold butter. That's the butter that we use in this house, and I'm gonna have a bite each and see. Very crunchy. It's, the salt is perfect. It's not too salty. Like I said, the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons. We use 2. It tastes really good. So there's no reason why you should not be baking your own bread at home. You know what goes in it. You control what goes in it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me and my little guy. It is his idea that we should be doing this video to teach people how to do certain things, and then we'll see you on the next video.